What's up, gamers, and welcome to my channel. And in this video, what we're going to be testing out is officially the only snow vehicle in the game. So in real life, this thing is a real vehicle, I'm sure without the spikes and stuff, but it is called the Ripsaw Snow Tank, and probably pretty expensive, I can imagine, just like in the game. This thing is located in the Arena War. This is an Arena War vehicle, and it is actually officially the only snow vehicle that they've ever brought into the game that is technically from real life, that they have taken and brought into the game. Now, why at this point don't we have like a snowmobile that comes in? I'll have no idea, and I'm sure I'll be bringing up the old snowmobile a lot more as we're talking about, you know, snow vehicles in this video here. So this is, once again, a snow vehicle, and it is made for the snow, literally. And that's what we're going to be talking about, and that's what I'm going to be, like, testing the vehicles, you know, basically performance here for how fast does it go in the snow. Is it drifty? Yeah, of course it's drifty, and that's something that I could be talking about here. So like, basically, you get this thing in top speed. It goes about 75 miles an hour. Now, if you guys have ever gone like 75 miles an hour in some pretty deep snow, which we don't really have any deep snow, which is very disappointing, compared to if you guys have ever played like Red Dead Redemption 2, there's mountaintops that we can go to where like there's snow all the time. You can always go find snow in Red Dead. There's like never a time where it's not like snowing, you know, or where you could at least go to a place where there is snow, because I know during the festive times here, they do, like, have it snow in Red Dead, just like they do here in Grand Theft Auto 5, which is why I wanted to take basically what it is, the only snow vehicle that we've ever been given. And yes, this thing has treads, and you can see it's still a little bit slippery, which in my mind is a bit disappointing, because if you were to compare this to the real-life vehicle, there's no similarity probably whatsoever here because of the mechanics from the video game, and then of course the mechanics of real life and how all that works, you know what I'm saying? But I did want to make this video talking about the only snow vehicle in the game right now, which is the Scarab, I believe. There's no other snow vehicles that they brought into the game, although at this moment of time, after the game being as old as it is, which is, this is like either year 9 or 10, yeah, so can this thing even go up a rock wall in the snow? No, it looks pretty slippery, although in real life, oh, come on, I can almost make it. I can almost make it. Oh, man, I don't think I'm able to make it up this rock here. Nope, she's not wanting to go. Why? It's too slippery. Although in real life, I can imagine this thing would rip right up the side up here. It's not even that steep, dude. So I can imagine, too, if the snow was gone, this vehicle would have no problem whatsoever. As you guys can tell, like, I am in the snow, but I am also off-road here, because this thing is a great vehicle off-road, and then also it plows through traffic, which I'll be showing you guys that, like, later once we find some cars and stuff like that. And then, you know, as it goes to getting stuck, you're never gonna get stuck with this vehicle in the snow, even if that was the thing, you know, like if you go into like deep snow, which hopefully they implement something like that in a future Grand Theft Auto, which would be like Grand Theft Auto 6, of course. And if it ever does snow in what would like basically be Vice City, so Florida, which doesn't necessarily see too much snow. But one thing that they should have brought in, you guys, is more snow vehicles, at least for the sake of just having fun in the snow. There's one predominant snow vehicle that we don't even have in the game, which everybody would love, and that is going to be a snowmobile. And imagine having a snowmobile in the game that has like some sort of rocket boost, or rockets in general, or something like that, or some sort of jump or something like that. Kind of like what you guys can be putting on the Arena War vehicles. And then once again, I've looked through every single vehicle, and yeah, there's a lot of vehicles that you can drive in the snow, but what vehicles have we been introduced into the game that is actually from real life? I just blew them up, shooting them though. You know, that is actually a snow vehicle, because we do have snow in the game for a very limited time. And what I was thinking too is they could have implemented some sort of snow vehicle, like a snowmobile, into the game for at least for the duration of the time that snow comes into the game, kind of like the Christmas content or Christmas clothing that we get to wear for a limited time in the game. We don't get to have Christmas clothing, and we only get to keep a few items, and we don't get to have like the whole shebang of it, basically, because they want to keep it, you know, special or something like that. Why not introduce a snowmobile that we could actually like roll around and have it be a really good vehicle to drive around in the snow, meaning it's not gonna slip all over the place. If you guys have been driving in the snow for the last week, for the duration of the snow that's been in the game, then you would notice one thing. It's very slippery driving out there, especially when I made a video talking about the most driftiest vehicle in the game, which is the Warner HKR. I believe it's one of those tuner trucks, or it's actually one of the, you know, the vehicles that came in with the LS car meet. But anyways, from there, you guys, yeah. So talking about this vehicle, you can see this thing is a monster of a beast, and if you own this thing, bust this thing out and drive it around in the snow, and let me know what you guys think about it too, because I think it's a really great vehicle just to be driving around like off-road. I'm conquering this mountain right now. That guardrail, I'll see you later, buddy, because I just went right over you. Oh no, I can't go up the hill. The only like downside, I would say, because of the fact that this thing does have treads, is it wouldn't be slipping and sliding all over the place. I don't know if you guys know like how tanks work or anything like that, but like actually in real life, I had a stepdad one time, and he was a tank commander in the Vietnam War, and he told me the capability of what a tank can actually do. And let me tell you, there's no stopping a tank unless you de-tread it. Like literally, you can never stop a tank unless you actually throw a tread, which means, you know, the whole tread of like, you see like the treading on the tire right there. But anyways, that like basically comes undone, and then all you have left is like those wheel things, and then at that point it becomes, you know, unoperational in any situation, I think. So that's like the worst thing that you can have happen to a tank, is getting like, you know, basically de-treading it. So anyways, talking about how fast this thing goes, to about 75 top speed right now in the snow, which is unbelievably fast. You know, are you going to be catching a bunch of people? Maybe, because this thing handles decently in the snow, and then compared to some of these people that I see drive around in the snow, it's absolutely ridiculous, because you can't even go around a corner without like sliding into a building or sliding into somebody, and then you run them over, and then all of a sudden you got cops chasing you or something like that, and then the situation just becomes more dire. And then once again, like this thing has a jump on it that I put on it too, and then I put the boost like this so I can go forward even faster and ram into somebody. And this thing is unstoppable with traffic. There's no traffic that's going to stop you. There's not much of anything that's going to be able to stop you with this vehicle right now in the snow, which is technically, as I've done like research and I've looked through here, it's like the only snow vehicle that Rockstar has actually taken from, you know, real life and thrown into the game. So anyways, from there, if you guys enjoyed the video and it was helpful, hit that like button on the way out, subscribe for more content, and thanks for watching. My name is GRAVESIGHT. That's a Scarab Nightmare, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace.